Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Social Distancing with Baseball Cards. In today's edition, we get a surprise package all the way from Michigan. My buddy Dennis from Too Many Verlanders sent this surprise package to me. This feels quite fat. This package or box, whatever it is, here we go. It is a fat team bag. Look at this. So we may not get it through everything in one video. I may have to go fast and just kind of very quickly go through the cards, or two videos. It might even take two videos because look at that amount. All right, very quickly I'm going to take a look at the note that Dennis sent over to me. I'll put it on pause and take a look at the note, and if it's not too personal, I'll be happy to share it with you. Here goes. Welcome back. Nothing too personal in the note, but everything very friendly and nice. He wished me a nice summer and told me a little bit about the cards that are inside. So thank you very much, Dennis. Same to you, man. I hope you have a good summer. I hope everything's working out well and nicely for you and your family. And yes, we are brothers. Mi hermano. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's see what's inside the envelope. Do we get this open? Here we go. Blue tape. Blue tape off. This is about as packed as one can pack a team bag. So I'm excited to see. Let's break this out, and we'll take out a bunch of these. And what we'll do is we'll split this roughly in half, right? And then we'll see at what time the video is. We're probably at 3 minutes and I haven't shown one card yet. All right, so let's stop wasting time. Reading glasses. Here we go. Don't buy your reading glasses at the 99-cent store because COVID may come along, a pandemic may come, and then the 99-cent store is no longer open for you to refill your broken reading glass. So I'm going to try to get through this. Here we go. We're now 5 minutes into the video and I haven't shown a single darn card. Here we go. Justin Turner. All right, some base cards to start out with. Justin Turner, Big Red. Chris Taylor. Justin Turner, I just mentioned, was a very nice teammate and a great guy that many of us already knew. Some of you know the saga of Tolsey, Andrew Tolles, and his very heartbreaking situation of being in need of assistance and at times hospitalization, and Justin Turner offered to pay all of his medical bills. So how's that for being a good teammate and a good human? Right on, Justin Turner. So extra special that I want Big Red's cards. Okay, so here we go. Carlos Hernandez, I remember him way back. So here's some Albuquerque Dukes. These are old cards because the Dodgers don't even have Albuquerque Dukes. They don't even exist any longer. All right, they sold that team off to somebody, I don't remember who. Butch Davis, and we got Von Joshua and Claude Osteen. Old Dodgers being coaches with Albuquerque. I like that. That's very cool. There you go. I've never seen that card before. Here we go. Some more base cards, a little bit older. Some old Pinnacle. I used to really like Pinnacle back in the day. Billy Ashley, looking at a pop-up probably because that's mostly what he hit with the occasional home run. But he would never really made it any lasting in the big leagues. Kevin Gross, who flipped off the fans on one frustrating Sunday. Carlos Hernandez, who was very run-of-the-mill, just kind of a bench fodder for the Dodgers for a few seasons. Here we go. Brett Butler, remember him? He was a great leadoff man, ex-San Francisco Giant. I always kind of eyed him with a little side-eye like this because he were a Giant favorite for a long time, but he came over to be a Dodger favorite for a long time as well. I liked him on the team. Here we go. Eric Karros, home run leader for the LA franchise. Tom Candiotti, who was very decent with the Dodgers. All right, nothing embarrassing about him being on the team. Jeff Kent, speaking of Giants who became Dodgers, there you go. He's controversial. A lot of people don't like him, not because he was an ex-Giant, but because he came over with the attitude of play the damn game, shut up, and go home. And people in LA kind of didn't like that because he was very straight-faced. He was very straightforward. I'm just here to play ball, and I'm not here to be like a teddy bear or be everybody's pal. Some folks don't like that, but I tell you what, he played great out in the field, so I got no complaints about Jeff Kent. I saw him make some great plays at second base for the Dodgers. Here we go, Matt Kemp. Speaking of making some great plays, Matt Kemp just got signed with somebody. I can't remember. Did he just sign with the Giants? Maybe. He just signed with somebody. Okay, we got John Wetland. Very run-of-the-mill, kind of ordinary. He won't hurt you, but he doesn't necessarily help that much either. Pitcher. Here we go, Eddie Murray. He was great with the Dodgers for a while. And I think of him as a Dodger. A lot of people think of him as an Oriole, but he played with the Dodgers for a long enough time and played well enough that I think of Eddie Murray, I think of a Dodger. All right, here we go. Darryl Strawberry. Speaking of, I think of him as a Dodger, and he was barely a Dodger. Very short period of his career. But he's a local boy who came home to play with the local team. So Darryl Strawberry, right on. Props to him. Bobby Ojeda, not much to say. You know, he was, no, I don't think that's the story. So I won't tell it. Steve Sachs, the guy who had the yips for a full season, at least a half a season. Saxy had the yips, and he couldn't throw a ball from second base to first base. They all ended up in the stands over the first baseman's head. And eventually he overcame it. But he had it pretty bad for a while. Speaking of pretty bad, Dave Anderson, who just was not very good at all, and I could never figure out why the Dodgers kept him around. Oral Hershiser, you know why the Dodgers kept him around. MVP, World Series, Bulldog. Can't go wrong with Oral Hershiser cards. Timmy Cruz died tragically in a boating accident. Late at night, we kind of think that they were all drunk, having a good time on their boat, and they got killed. Tim Cruz and somebody else, another Dodger. The name escapes me. But unfortunately, tragic death on his boat. Who we got here? Jamie McAndrew. Wasn't in the leagues long enough for him to have a tragic or a good story. Here we go. Adrian Beltre. The tragic story was the Dodgers let him go. Adrian Beltre went off to be great, and the Dodgers went on to have 57 more third basemen because they could never replace him. Who else have we got here? This looks like Eddie Murray. And it is Eddie Murray on a horizontal, very nice art card. All right, old-time Dodger Stadium in the background. Zach Greinke. I love Zach Greinke on the team. Some people didn't like him because also he was a little bit of an introvert, but he's all right. Although at one point he did get super mad at Yasiel Puig, and he threw Yasiel Puig's bags off the bus, off the team bus, because I think Puig was being immature or something, and that became kind of a story for a while. Speaking of Dave Anderson, there he is on another play. He's probably throwing this. I don't think he was solid on defense. I think the problem was he couldn't hit worth a lick. Okay, and here we go. Kevin Gross. All right, Roger the Dodger McDowell. He came over from the Giants too, as a matter of fact. Now I'm going to close out today's long video with this final card, Jose Offerman. How do you spell Offerman? You spell it O-Fur. All right, that was the old joke about him. But Offerman, he was okay, but he was also another light-hitting infielder. So there we are, half a stack. Some nice little Dodger stories to go along with this half a stack of cards. And part 2 of what Dennis sent to me will be coming up in part 2. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Peace.